Fear has an incredible ability to disguise itself in our lives, often sneaking in, unnoticed, and influencing our choices. It doesn't always show up as an outright terror or anxiety. It can be subtle, appearing as procrastination, doubt, perfectionism, or even discomfort when faced with new opportunities. But here's the truth. Fear isn't just a fleeting feeling. It is often the very block that keeps us from growing, thriving, and stepping into our full power. So, this is the first installment of us diving deeper into the world of fear. The first and most important step to overcoming fear is awareness. Fear thrives in the shadows. It's often rooted in the unconscious, influencing us in ways we don't immediately recognize. When you feel stuck, resistant, or unsure, it's essential to pause and ask yourself, what am I truly afraid of? Is it the fear of failure, of falling short of expectations? Is it the fear of judgment or being criticized or misunderstood? Or is it the fear of success, of stepping into a bigger version of yourself and the responsibilities that come with it? By naming the fear, you bring it out of the shadows and into the light of your awareness. This simple act of identification is powerful because it allows you to see fear for what it is, a defense mechanism designed to protect you from the unknown. But the truth is, most of the things we fear are not real threats. They are perceived obstacles based on past experiences or assumptions about the future. So once you've identified the fear, you create space between yourself and the emotion. Instead of reacting automatically, you gain the power to choose a different response, empowerment. Awareness becomes the bridge between feeling stuck in fear and stepping into your empowerment. Here's how to use awareness to begin shifting fear. Pause and observe. When fear arises, pause. Notice where it shows up in your body. Tightness in your chest, a knot in your stomach, or a racing mind. Acknowledge it without judgment. Ask questions. Get curious about the fear. Ask yourself, what is this fear trying to teach me? What story am I believing right now? Often you'll find the fear is based on an old narrative or false evidence. 3, once you've identified the fear, reframe it. Instead of seeing it as a roadblock, see it as an opportunity to grow. For example, fear of failure can be refined and reframed as a chance to learn to evolve. So fear thrives in the absence of clarity. Without awareness, fear can feel overwhelming and all-encompassing, convincing you that it's the truth. But by shining a light on fear, you diminish its power. Think of fear like a shadow. It only exists when there's no light. The moment you bring awareness to it, the shadow begins to fade. Awareness gives you the ability to see fear as separate from your true self. You are not your fear. You are the awareness behind it. The shift in perspective is the first step in transmuting fear into courage, action, and growth. Once you've brought fear into your awareness, the next step is to imagine your life without it. Ask yourself, what would I do if fear weren't in the way? How would I show up differently if I trusted myself completely? What dreams, goals, or relationships would I pursue if I weren't holding back? These questions allow you to connect with your higher self, the version of you that already exists beyond fear. By focusing on this version of yourself, you begin to shift your energy and take it into inspired action. Awareness is not a one-time event. It's a practice. Each time you bring fear into the light, you weaken its grip and strengthen your connection to your true self. Over time, this practice builds resilience, courage, and self-trust. Remember, fear isn't the enemy, it's a guide. When you feel fear, it's often pointing you toward the edge of your comfort zone where growth happens. By recognizing fear and meeting it with awareness and self-compassion, you claim your power and open the door to transformation. What fears are you ready to bring into light? Share in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. If you'd like to explore this with us, you can find us at earthgoddessenergyhealing.com. We thank you for joining us on this journey of exploring fear and how it affects us in our daily lives. And remember, shine your light. The world needs it. Always choose love. Namaste.